Could be grease. Yeah, that's grease from the hinge. Okay, stay away from that right now. I don't want that tracking into my paint. Hey, car builders. So, actually, in the back of the trunk right now, and since I'm having to do this work by hand and not doing a chemical dip on the car, this is what you kind of got to do. You got to get into it, and I mean into it deep, baby. So, show you what I'm working with here. You can see this surface rust. I've sanded it and hit it with steel wool, buffing pads, a little bit of sandpaper, you know, to see what would take it off the best, and basically just got it smooth with the scuff on it so that the Eastwood and rust encapsulator will adhere to it, and or the Rust-Oleum stop rust treatment. And it's about the best I could do, you know, I mean, without sanding it down to bare metal. You know, yeah, you can see I just want to prove, that's why I'm documenting everything and showing you guys how far I'm taking it down and what I'm really having to do. I'm not just spraying right over the top of rust. There's absolutely no real chunky, gritty rust. It's just kind of a surface rust that, you know, I even hit it again to get it scuffed up and smoother so the paint will look good when I put it on. So doing the best I think I can do without taking it all the way down to bare metal. You can see, you know, it's stained. I mean, I guess it's considered rust. I even hit it with the Metal Prep chemical cleaner, you know, to see if like pre-painting cleaner, to see if it would take off the rust, you know, surface, but it doesn't. Show you, hit it real quick with a little more. You can see that right there. Even with, I'll use a white cloth this time to show you what's coming off, and if any. So that's not a lot, you know, that's dark grease, you know, and so the rest is, you know, if that was rust, it would be orange still. I don't know. I wish, you know, I wish I knew a better way to do this, but I don't. It's by hand. I did use, you know, some of the Air Tools scuffers and wire wheels on it too, but getting in all these little grooves, nooks, crannies, back in these little holes here, you know, with wire brushes, you know, that I can feel. There's, that goes to the inside that I can hit from up above. But I did get, you know, in here. Getting it ready for some paint. I got it bare metal, so I got to finish. I got to get it covered so it doesn't flash rust again. But if you would see, if I'll hit it even again, like all up through here with the metal painting prep paint spray, to show you what's coming off, but it's, you know, if it was solid, you know, rust, this thing would be caked orange, but it's not. So I think for what I'm doing with the level of restoration that I'm doing right now, that we're gonna be okay. You know, it's gonna last my lifetime for sure. And if somebody wants to, you know, chemically dip it later after I'm dead and gone, you know, so be it. Go for it. But I want to, like I said, I want to drive this thing. I don't want to be waiting another, you know, 5 years to get this thing on the road. I'm not cheating. I'm doing, this is the same level I planned on doing of restoration. And like I said, it's going to last a long time. It's possible it could come back at some point, but you know, I'm using quality products and following the directions perfectly, and that's why I'm documenting this. So if I ever do have to sell the car or it goes to auction or anything, they, you know, want to know who did your restoration and what quality it was and what's underneath that paint. I could show them this, or somebody, I could show them the videos and the documentation that I have that shows it's not just a quick spray over, you know, blow and go job. It was all addressed by hand, some sort of abrasion, and then treated, you know, with expensive good products. So here we go. The rag was white, and there's some little bit of orange, you know, debris. Oops, but not caked. It's dirt and grease too, which tells me that, you know, the good layer of the rust is gone. And it's stained, of course. It's stained with rust, but that is, you know, smooth. It's not going to grow once it's encapsulated. If it does grow back, it's going to be a really long time before it does. So I'm happy with it. You know, I think it's a good job, really good job, not the best job that can probably be done on this on a restoration. But like I said, I'm on a budget, and you know, want to be able to drive it sooner than later. So with that, tune back in and show you some paint and what it looks like. You've seen some of my other videos, how smooth the paint's going on, which shows you that I actually did do the work, not just a quick spray over rust like the can says you can do. A lot of that stuff, like the Rust-Oleum, oh, spray it right over rust. No, I don't believe that. I believe, you know, taking it down as far as you can get it, and then, you know, cleaning it properly, and then encapsulating it properly, and to get the best results that I can get. So there you go.